Good afternoon, evening, everybody. This is We Like Dota League Season 2, and we're in Week 4 right now. We got a rescheduled match between Floors Lava and Saints and Sinners right now. Both teams technically about 1-3. This is actually I can't help but root for Floors Lava on this one because this is my former team. Disagreements plus the fact that I'd rather cast, part-time to full-time and worry about this versus actually playing means I stepped out of the team, and they've got a stand-in with Green Floyd and a new teammate with Beef here, it looks like, and immediately going with a defensive Healy lineup versus Viper and Venge. Venge is pretty much what I used to play on their team, together with what we call the blue pole stun combo with, say, Venge, Luna, at least two different auras and a ton of range stuns. Soup is going to be playing the Crystal Maiden there. And winner will probably be played by either Beef or Floyd. So we're getting Gyro, Lesh, and Earthshaker banned out standard there versus Tusk. And roaming all the roamers. Saints and Sinners want to farm. They just came off a game where they had Anti-Mage. The ticking time bomb that is Anti-Mage that was almost there. He was diffused though before he could blow up. He was up against the freight train that is Saints and Sinners right now. Actually, excuse me, I got this backwards. Saints and Sinners are actually doing a little bit more of a farming range build. It was Danger Zone, so they're getting the roamers out. They're getting all the anti-roamers out of the way, and they're going with range deeps right there. That's a hellacious combo. If they put these two together, Viper and Venge, in the same lane, like the off lane, it would destroy. It would destroy, just wreck right now. But they're gonna have a quap mid for most likely King, either Beef or Floyd. We'll take that. We're gonna see Prairie likes to do carry in the safe lane, and we try to cover him as much as we can. Our win rate as a team is usually about 50%. As a trio that is Soup, Penguin, and myself. Cairo / Cat on your keyboard. They still call me Cat. And that's all. A little bit more defense, a little bit less damage, a little more defense for Saints and Sinners. And immediately go into the PL. That's got to be Penguin right there. He's had a lot more practice with it recently. And this is a replay commentary, so I'm not too worried about that. We do have a match where I need to get the match ID. It was Cascadia against somebody, and it wasn't put on as an actual ticket match, so it's not showing up on the replay, so I just need to get the match ID for that one. So Saints and Sinners, I don't know, did they do an, I know if they did an early match. I think the match they did against Danger Zone was an earlier match that was rescheduled or something. I don't know. There's so many matches that are getting rescheduled at this point. I've lost track of who's technically doing what week matches. Our usual cast lineup is Wednesday and Friday, but we have more matches on any other day than that, like Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and sometimes even in the next week. So they need some they are nothing but single target damage with the exception of Dazzle. So they need some serious. They don't have. Yeah, they banned Shaky out, so they're going to need some serious cleave, either as Sven or something that can just naturally go head to head against a PL, or someone who could farm a Battle Fury, say Juggernaut, or Anti's out of play, so no more ticking time bomb there. Yeah, Saints are really thinking about this one. They're thinking about their next carry, their damage, their mid. They still have Storm. Storm made it through. They can pick him if they want to. He's got decent AoE. You can handle the. You can pretty much ice. Oh, there you go, Timber. That's a pretty good choice right there. Very durable. You don't have to worry about the Diffusal Blade if Penguin can pick it up. But other than that, he's pretty mobile and getting in and out. Do lots of AoE damage against it. So pretty good counter pick right there. Probably be solo in the offlane. We might see. I think we're still yet to see. We're going to see Viper in the mid, Venge possibly roaming around, and with this pickup though, they've lost a lot of disables that they could potentially have with other heroes for Saints. So they're down to just 2 hard disables. They've got some good slow potential. Dazzle has a good slow that goes into a stun, but that's kind of delayed, more for chasing than anything. As far as team fight stuns, they're coming a little bit short right now. Their damage potential is still pretty high. The ability to turn this around, though, they've got not very many things can go through Shallow Grave, though. be able to pick off some pretty big saves here with a corrosive skin and the durability of Timbersaw already with his reactive armor. It's going to be pretty easy for Dazzle to pull off some pretty big shallow graves here, unless they can get an axe or something, or some even more nuking power, so to speak. They just need to silence out Dazzle. Silencer would be a good choice. Soupy's pretty good with that, but she's already committed to the maiden. One thing that Prairie and Soup are a married couple, and they love to, like, Soupy will usually go with CM or something that can help with Prairie's mana thing. Loves Prairie, goes through mana like it's fucking chocolate, and really it just when they do have maiden, the synergy is fantastic. And Soupy is a tremendous maiden. That is her go-to. And Ember getting banned out. So we still need one more, probably another. Well, they've got their 2 supports. They've got some great damage potential. They are a little short on the disable department for Floor's Lava. Both sides actually a little short on disables here. So the next one we'll probably see is some sort of, axe is still in the running there. A blink axe. The problem is Floor's Lava don't have a lot of practice with the blink axe hero right now. They're sort of going through some transitions with players, so it's a risky proposition, to put it lightly. Tusk is out. Undying is out for Saints, and Tiny. Here we go. Another carry, possibly a solo off lane, and a lot more combo action there. Some good synergy with if you can get the blink. It's up to whoever's playing Tiny to get the blink. Midas is probably going to be on the Tiny. He's usually a solo offlaner, and we like the tank. We usually leave it to either Midas or one other person. Carmenithian. I can never say your name right, dude. Carm. But he usually picks the mid. Okay, I hate you taking the Luna. Lands on the Timber. He was Slark last time. Drubin's back. We had a stand-in for him. I believe it was Portly Nut. Yeah, Portly Nut was standing in for Drubin. Ben Greg is actually on Saints and Sinners. It's just a chat bug. And last but not, Green Floyd's going to take the... Okay, Midas is going to take the mid. So we've moved... For Floor's Lava, we moved Midas from off lane to mid. And we might have a solo off lane with Green Floyd. And Kobeef is the new support, I guess, replacing me as the hard 5. That's what I usually used to play. Swanky looking effigy right there. Wish I could commend it. Alright, so we gotta going straight down the middle. Rotate. Looks like a little more defensive lineup. And no smoke on either side just yet. Kind of for the best though. At best they would run into pretty much their whole team. At worst they would just come up empty and they lose 100 gold. Apologies for my allergies. So Ben going straight for stats in the mid and some heals. Be a pretty tough contender against Midas here. Ben has the range as well. He had a good showing of Storm Spirit last game. He's got the range, he's got the attack power. Meanwhile, Soupy, unfortunately, oh no, Soupy's getting caught out alone. This is not going to go well. Going to try and juke as soon as it comes in here, but they are diving deep. And Soupy getting caught, getting stunned like crazy. That's going to be first blood to Saints and Sinners.
First blood! I cut you, and I split you, and I killed you!
Alright, so we're going to see Tiny Green Floyd rotating down to the bottom rune. It's going to be 1 for 1 on the runes, though. So I'm going to pick it up for Penguin. Alright, so are we going to see... Yeah, we're going to see a 2-1-2 in both lanes for Floor's Lava. And we're going to see a 2-1-2 up top. It surprisingly lands in Drubin, but that is a very dangerous combo, though. Even though it doesn't synergize very well. It doesn't synergize well with the aura, but if he just goes straight for the Wave of Terror, and then immediately coming in with more damage. Yeah, this isn't the best synergy, honestly. Viper, well, let's see. Dazzle, I think Dazzle and Timber would be a better combo. But here we go. 2-1-2 on both sides with a head-to-head. Quap versus Viper. Going straight stats right now. So far, so good. Pretty defensive on both sides. We will see some aggressive. Stun action here, and there's a lot of synergy down bottom. Mainly because Soupy can set up that frostbite, which gives Green Floyd the range. He just needs that 240 mana to do his combo properly. But that is almost a guaranteed kill if he can just get it started. He went for boots right away though, so we'll see if he's gonna have enough mana for if he's gonna remember to get enough mana for his combo. Kobeef pulling them creeps, rotating around lands. They're not in a position to dive yet at all. But Prairie going to go run head first into lands. Although that's with the stun combo and the Wave of Terror, that's going to be second blood for Saints and Sinners, catching him out. And there's going to be no heal for Kobeef, and he's going for the top rune when we have a bottle potential. Well, not yet. Potential bottle for King Midas. Yeah, the early gank potential for these two is pretty big. Not the best synergy, but it's still pretty big here. Now, meanwhile, Floyd has got level 2. Needs 55 more mana to make his combo happen, though. I hate you content to just hang back, Ellie. And it's also going to be, like, you're pretty much forced to catch. You have to catch Ellie. Otherwise, it's just going to save I hate you. If you catch I hate you, you're just going to get shallow graved and healed. So that's going to turn it right back around. Ben Greg and CMK and King Midas. FMK, FMC, I usually just call him Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now Kobeef coming in with Arctic Burn on lands, and Drubin getting some pretty respectable damage there. And Ben Greg is pretty much dominating this lane right now. He's got almost four times the creep score because of that superior range and damage. And fortunately, Midas has to use more of his abilities and burn more mana without a bottle in order to keep up the pressure. Very easy for Viper to win a lane against Quap right now. Meanwhile, down bottom, diving a little deep there, they caught Ellie. Didn't quite finish him off though. Not enough mana for that combo. He goes for the Craggy Exterior, level 2 and 1 point in the Avalanche respectively. So the early gank potential is kind of lost there. They're pretty much building for hard carry at this point. They're trying to build two. They're trying to do 2 carries, 1 in each lane. Land's going for 2 levels in the Timber Chain. No surprise there. Another Arctic Burn while they dive in on Prairie. Doppelganger's going to dodge the Whirling Death. They are going to catch Kobeef. Yeah, the early game damage is just too high for this team. That's 3-0 for Saints and Sinners. And diving in on King Midas, Ben Greg's going to make it 4-0. 5-0. Oh, 5-1. So they dive in. Rotating back in. How did he die? Vengeful was killed. Maybe maybe they dove on the tower. Yeah, they might have dove on the tower, and the tower finished him off. Meanwhile, Green Floyd still without 240 mana. Alone against these two right now. Ben dominating this mid with a Viper. Not very many counters to Viper in the early game. In the lane, Pugna's a decent one. You can just drain him out so he can't do his poison attack. Just keep using that Nether Ward at close range. Meanwhile, Ben diving in on King Midas. Does he have the? Yeah, he's got the. He is level 6, but no Viper Strike. The poison might finish him off. Not quite. He's got to bottle up. Both sides actually going to retreat with being almost dead here. This is brutal. And now Drubin with the Trank Boots. He's got a lot of speed now. Able to rotate around. I don't think they see him coming. No, they don't. Soup and Floyd are in trouble here. 6 mana shy of the combo. The regen's higher for Floyd with CM's Ward, with CM's Aura, but it's just not quite enough to do the combo in time. You literally just need that base mana to make it happen. Now Drubin still wants it. He's got the Wave of Terror, 2 and 2, pure damage here. And we've got 2 levels in Lunar Blessing, so we got lots of damage down bottom. This is where the Bloople combo. This is what me and Penguin and I normally do this combo right here. Literally this, except I do the aura, and the right click damage is just too high. Usually dominates lanes with double long range stuns as well, and massive amounts of damage. But Venge actually got picked out quite early in this game. Meanwhile, we've switched to a tri-lane down bottom. Lance is content. Doppelganger's going to miss the Timber Chain. And not the Whirling Death, though. He's going to pull back. The Arctic Burn is taking its toll. Coming back in with the Chain and the Whirling Death, but barely. The Timber Chain misses. Lance is in trouble here. Oh boy, they might get him. He might be able to... Yeah, he changed just down to the low ground. Nice Duke. Nice Duke.
Bottom is missing.
Soupy going for even more damage and mana regen instead of the boots that she normally does. Meanwhile, here we go. We got a head-to-head. Oh no, it's double damage with Ben diving in, juking, but he's taking all that tower. Midas juking like crazy. He has to pull back, and that double damage expires. That pretty much makes things even in the mid again, except for the creep score, which is pretty much 3-1 in Ben's favor. Midas diving in. Sonic Wave just misses! He's going to use everything else he has, but the Sonic Wave missed, and he's going to go down. Point blank Sonic Wave. And Green still level 4 doesn't have the mana for his combo. Oy vey. Druben rotating in. It's going to catch Kobe right here. Catching him out. Didn't launch the stun though. Surprisingly did not stun right there. He had a good stun opportunity to follow up with Lands, who could Timber Chain right across. So he actually let that one go. Meanwhile, I hate you getting almost level 5. Treads are done. One more tanky now. And Lance does pick off. Meanwhile, up top, they do pick him off. PL goes in too deep. Penguin with no support nearby is trying to gank too. When you're falling behind, diving in deeper is not usually the option unless you're under a tower or something. And we're at the 8-minute mark, 7-1 for Saints and Sinners, who are pretty much they're undefeated in this game, in this league so far, and they're going to make it 8-1 in a second here. Kobe's trying to buy himself some time with the Cold Embrace, but not enough. It's mostly pure magical damage up top. And it's just a little too far from the tower. Meanwhile, Ben getting even his pick off here. I hate you, though, getting tossed. That was really close there. Floyd decides... Ooh, that was really close. Did have enough mana for his combo there, but it didn't quite finish the job. It was just a little bit too much farm at this point. So now Tread's done on Vippy, on Ben. We've almost got Penguin with his stage 1 cancer. Land's gonna dive in with everything he's got, chakram and everything. Not quite there. Whoa, Wave of Terror though finishes the job before we can get a heal for Beef. Just there, just barely there. Even with the heal, he still would have died. Going on Beef, Druben diving in with a stun just to buy some time, and Lands will escape just barely, and he might even get a kill here. Yeah, he gets solo him with all this damage. Cold Embrace is gonna tank all that, but after that, there's not much else he can do. Another stun combo, and here comes Lands back again with almost no help. Walking right in, and it's 12-1. Meanwhile, down bottom, they do pick off. He went in solo 1-on-2, being underfarmed, and now it's 12-1 here. Now they want some payback. King Midas rotating in. Our first rotation down up here. They're going to catch Druben. Doppelganger and everything. Sonic Wave does connect, and Druben does go down 12-2 for Floor's Lava. Catching up a little bit of ground here. I hate you and Ben and Lands being massively ahead of the farm department. They are opting to just go ahead and... Both their carries have passive ults too, by the way. Just thought it's something I'd mention. You know, Ben content to farm the middle. Aquila versus Treads, but we got a Beef who is literally half his level, just needs to push him out with Arctic Burn, but Ben could dive in if he goes too deep, which is almost the case here. Turns around, Nether Strike. And now Kobe has nowhere to go. He can't save himself from all this magic damage. King Midas coming in though, and Soupy. They are going to freeze him. And then the follow-up damage with the Shadow Strike and the Scream. Can Beef survive? Is that the question? Are they going to get Ben? They get Ben first. So technically it's a 1-for-1 kill, but Beef got some much-needed experience because they got him first. And now we've got a little bit of jungle farm action here. We've got level 7 now on Penguin. And we're starting to see some rotations. A little later than normal, but he has a lot of problems with Ben in the middle lane. There we go, slight comeback. Behind by quite a bit, but definitely not out of this yet. The kills are worth a lot more once you take out a Saints and Sinners guy now. That's the fact, that's what they gotta watch out for. The overall net worth of their team is still higher, so each kill is worth more for Floor's Lava. And they are doing some pretty good rotations here. We got the Tranquil done. Soupy dropping the ring. I guess just so we could assemble, she could reassemble for boots. And is gonna pick up. Oh, giving the ring away. Not sure what's going on there. Ben rotating in now against Soupy, but she can get out. She can just freeze and run. But just barely. A lot of damage on Ben right now. Meanwhile, Kobeef rotating in. Rotating down bottom. Ern is now done on Ellie? Yeah, Ellie. Now done on Ellie. Now Drubin and Lance going in again. They want it. They got the swap up too. That's a big factor. But can they swap at the right position with the trees? That's the question. Penguin also wants it too. Firing off the Lance. Just giving them something to think about. No treads. Just got a Keela done. A lot of harass going on here, but if they could easily go too deep. Now Floyd needs to get back because he's TPing out. King Midas does go down under the tower here. They get 2, they get 3, but here rotating in. Ben, and right as Penguin rotates in, he takes pretty much all of the Eclipse to the face, and then the Lucan Beam will finish the job 4-1 for Saints and Sinners. Oof. 10k lead at 12 minutes. And Green Floyd, he's still here. He gets one half of his combo off, but not enough to finish the job. Gets stun locked by Drubin and immediately dies on a tower. That's sort of a team wipe right there. They're going to go ahead and take the bottom tier 1 with no contention. Nothing they can do about it right now. A lot of ults down, though, for Saints and Sinners, however. Shellgrave, more aggressive. A semi-aggressive Healy build. Got some Urn heals. They're going to get the top tower, but they're split up. They're going to go ahead and defend the tier 2. Splinter Blast is going to just clip creeps. Floyd coming in immediately, getting hit by Ben. And then the Lucan Beam, but he does get the he gets the toss, but no avalanche combo. And then just getting right click to death under the trees by Ben here, and then they're getting sandwiched here in these trees. They do take out Ben, but not before losing 3 of their own. They might take out I Hate You though. Yep, they do take him out. Ellie not there. He was just out of position for the save, so technically that was almost even. The amount of gold exchanged there. Actually, a lot more for Flores Lava because their team is worth so much right now, and a lot of that went to Penguin. I'm not sure if he's got anything on the courier right now. Yeah, okay, treads are done. So he's picked up some more tank.
Shadow Wave.
So they paid for that split push. They got 2 towers, but they sort of paid for it there. I mean, they got some kills on Saints and Sinners, but the gold lead did come back. Prairie coming in on top now. Drubin alone is getting cancered to death. Not much he can do by himself against him. And Prairie just diving in deep. Doing everything he can. Another Lance. That should finish the job right there. That's a clean kill for Penguin. And the cancer has reached stage 2. Definitely treatable, but you can't let that linger, that's for sure. Now he's a good chunk of the way into his Diffusal Blade. King Midas rotating, just providing cover in case everybody else decides to show up. Let's see how we're doing here in the Voith. Pretty much a complete team lead, but Penguin is still a contender. He just needs to get that cancer. Just needs to get cancerous. And Avalanche is just going to miss. Lance is going to juke out of that. They're diving deep on lands, though. They're hitting the tower. Splinter Blast is going to hit lands and then bounce off and hit the creeps, clearing the creep wave a little bit. And now Lance coming in with the Chakram, hitting 2, rotating it back out. And now lots of other Saints rotating towards top here. They gotta watch themselves. They're overstaying their welcome. Chakram's gonna connect against 4, and then diving in Timber Chain and Whirling Death's gonna hit 2, and then follow up with Lucan Beam. The damage is already done. There's so much damage. There's so low in health, and then the Eclipse is gonna take out 3, and there goes 4 right there without even getting the tower. Now King Midas on the run against another strike. He's gonna try and Sonic Wave himself out, but there's nothing he can do. That's a complete team wipe. 26-6. Oh, poor guys. They're dealing with a steamrolling team. They're coming off. They're coming off a complete. The bright side is that we got completely shut out against Hohoha. Step 1, get me off the team. Check. They're already doing better. They're already doing much better than they did against Hohoha. Both of these guys, they're going from one snowball game to another. Like both teams they've faced in the last 2 matches are completely undefeated. And they're diving in deep. Oh, they're going for him. and immediately jukes out with the doppelganger, and the weave starts coming in. Curse on 3 though. I hate you is in trouble, getting hit by the tower and his teammates, but no, he gets healed up by Illy. Kobeef diving in deep, and that chakram just cutting through their whole team. All that AoE damage is real. Penguin going down in just a second. There he goes, right after CM, and saved by Ellie. And Kobeef just crawling away. That's another 3-man kill right there. Three for 1 right there, and another tower, tier 1 going, or tier 2 going down. Holding at a pretty solid 4-to-1 kill ratio. I don't want to look. Oh, I don't want to look. Just about 1,000 gold lead per minute at this point is the rate with which they're climbing. Their entire team is above their hard carry. It is completely one-sided at this point. They're going to go ahead and take the tier 3, and they might even call GG at this point. It might be a GG. They still have one more chance once their team gets up to deal with a tier 3 tower. Lands is getting beat up a little bit here. A lot of ultimate expended. Weave has just gotten back up. Eclipse is down. Doesn't matter. Splinter Blast bouncing off. So here we go. Last ditch defense right here. Trying to pull him into the tier 4 towers if they can. Lance is going to hit I Hate You. And immediately juking that chakra Miss Prairie with the thing. And Beef getting caught out with another strike. But counter to Soup. Freezing Ben in place. They might be able to isolate him. Immediately TPing literally 10 feet away. Nope. The Weave's going to catch. Ben diving in deep. Minus just too much burst damage. Looking beam. Was that a one? That was a one hit. No, the Eclipse was still down. That's 2 down for Floor's Lava. And the tier 3. Yep. Good game, well played, called. 17-minute game. Floor's Lava is still in the middle of a reshuffle right now, getting used to playing with new players, and literally they're playing against back-to-back games against some of the best teams in this league. It's hang in there, guys. Just hang in there. Anyways, that's game. They definitely did better against Ho-Ho, though. Getting me off the team was the first step, or having me bow out, basically. And you did better than a shutout, so you're getting better. All right, so Saints and Sinners take 4-0, I believe. Actually, maybe 5-0. I think this was I'm not even sure. They're basically 5-0. They've got 5 wins for sure, or 4 wins and a bye at least. Anyways, we'll see you on the next one, guys.